Damen und Herren, good people of London, und spies. We welcome you to this airship rally, in which we will be commemorating all of the people who are fighting with us against swarm. If you're up here, could you move kind of over there for a few seconds? Unless, of course, motion is a problem, because that happens. In which case, hang out here, you can still hear me.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming on this fine, beautiful day in London, where you can actually see the sky. Apart from the parts that are obliterated by the giant airship platforms overhead.
Don't look at the sky though, because of the eclipse.
Oh, there's an eclipse?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look at the sun.
Oh, yeah, don't look at the sun whether there's an eclipse or not, people. Looking at the sun is dangerous. I had this friend once who stared at the sun. Wait, no, we don't need to know that.
That's true. What?
There's really good lighting in here.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for what may be our darkest hour, but what I hope will be our brightest hour, please join me in welcoming the Prime Minister of England, Robert Hastings Bobbins. That's you. That's you, smart guy.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with you at the darkest hour of our history. Of course, I'll be leaving soon to go to my bunker. Remember, England shall not fall unless, well, they're more powerful and have bigger guns. We don't know yet. But today, I unleash a new weapon, a weapon unlike anything. Her name is Britannia, and she will be the greatest warship ever created, providing we can get the engine started. No, we're still finishing her right now. That's the problem. We hope to stop them directly over London if possible, or preferably a few miles or kilometers out, as they would say. But we need your support. So remember, if you're seeing it, cheer us on. Make sure you let everyone know that you support Britain and the end of swarm. Except those of you who are for swarm, you can be quiet. We don't care to hear from you. Admiral Krieger and the rest of my officers will be leading the charge, and I will be nearby, making sure that everything is going splendidly, because I'm the only one that has all the little machines that go ping when something goes wrong. It's important. I'm a prime minister. We have to have machines that go ping. Even here today, the mayor of Gloucester and his entire armed forces. Thank you, Mayor, Lord Mayor. Nice to see you. Oh, dear God. So, remember, if they take an inch, we'll take a yard. But if we run out, well, they can go right into the sea. Does that make sense? Think about it. Maybe. We have to keep positive. We have to keep our spirits up, because most of them will be really high up and in danger very shortly. So we need to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So in between time, you can either get a new ticket or perhaps sign up for the tea races tomorrow. We're being optimistic there will be tomorrow, so that's why we're doing it today.
Live in hope!
Yeah.
We can't stop life, people. We can only postpone it for a while and go, well, that was sort of crappy. I suppose we should get on with it now, even though there might not be a city left. But we'll see what happens.
Wow, you are just a fountain of happiness. Or something.
Remember, I'm sending you up there. So,
yeah, and I'm happy about it. Because I'm a fountain of happiness.
I actually put a container of strawberry ice cream in the bridge.
No way! Oh, but I can't eat it. It's for the rest.
Actually, I'll allow it because it could be your last meal.
Yeah!
It has chocolate chips in it also.
Yeah, still good!
Germans are so weird.
It's chocolate chips and strawberry!
Father, we're
That's as good as it gets, kids.
and some peanut butter you have me.
It's okay.
Now, it's important that when you see our ships, you rally behind them, cheer them on, make sure they can hear you even from down here. But you're going to have to holler really loud.
Yeah, I think it's time you went to Checkers. I mean, to your secret location.
Well, I have to go now. I'm being told I have to be safe.
Yeah, indeed. Go to the secret place. On, Speed!
Good luck, everyone, and may all our fortunes be fortunate. Ah! Oh. Huzzah!
Go be safe. We're down twice. Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah! Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, as we look to our defenses and prepare for a great battle, I would like to introduce you to the head of the Home Guard, Captain Theodora Croft.
People of London, I want to urge you that though we are preparing for battle, it is still important that we follow our British principles. We follow our British and short. Bobbins is very stout. It's hard. We will follow our British principles of keeping a stiff upper lip, even though we are approaching battle. Let's not go in and headbutt walls. We are not all Germans.
Yeah, you kind of are. Anglo-Saxon. That's from Germany.
Well, we are at a time of war, and it is important that we still band together in support. We still band together and not throw the eggs blindly. That we throw the eggs smartly. That we and the baskets. Throw everything eventually.
Yeah.
But in prudence.
Make a souffle.
Make a souffle. Don't open the door too soon. It's the importance of making a souffle. That we approach this war smartly, correctly, and efficiently. I know we are very excited about the Britannia. That we are very excited about the big guns we have upstairs. But I still urge you to be British, to be English, to be proud.
Be Scottish! Scotland again is like my cousin said he should.
Alright, now I'd like to introduce Montgomery Krieger for a few words as well.
Oh, that's what applause sounds like. I like it. I must once again take this moment in front of all of you to urge all of us to follow the advice of Captain Croft. Yes, all of us together are Europe, but as of now, where we are standing, we are all Great Britain. We must look at this next attack as not one that could be our last, but one that should be our last. If we go about this through proper strategy and planning, we can ensure that no further battles are needed while also ceasing any unnecessary damage, not only to our troops, but to you, our people. If we put our faith in strategy, intelligence, and planning, I full well believe we can escape this not only with victory, but with our lives intact as well. To offer now the thoughts of our attachés, please welcome Captain LeGrange.
Thank you, Montgomery. Now all this talk of strategy and prudence, I would just like you all to know that As a representative of the attachés, as I'm the only one present, we are still slightly divided. We have those of us that believe that those are all the ways that we should go. We should take this slow and steady. But that's not how we do things in America. We're here to help, and that is what we are going to do. We are going to run headstrong into this battle. We are going to go in guns blazing, flags waving high. And we are going to annihilate the enemy. Yes. Now there are those who think that not all eggs should be in one basket, but that one basket is strong. All that extra density just makes it heavier and easier to throw. And Swarm will go down. They will go down in flames by the droves. We will eradicate this infestation. We will. All right. And here's Grand Admiral Krieger.
Thank you, Captain.
I love your best.
Thank you, Captain Lagrange. This metaphor of eggs in baskets has been touted around as though throwing all of our eggs separately will somehow have a greater effect. I don't want you to focus on eggs. I want you to focus on that there basket. That basket is the Grand Alliance. All of the peoples of Europe, united as we have never been before. Ever. We stand together for good and virtuous life against the forces of tyranny. That basket that has brought us together, this is our strength. We will overcome. There are things, yes, we share, thank you. There are things I know of that none of you know of. Things that will turn this battle. Can you keep a secret? Yeah, well, I can, so we're moving on. I want to thank you again for your support, for your friendship, for the amity that has brought us all together. While it is terrible that we face this menace, because after the first Ether War, while we rebuilt our cities and our schools, our hospitals, our streets and our farms, Swarm was only preparing for annihilation. They are a terrible future, but you, good people, you have fought to build greater things, things to pass on to our children and to future generations. We build the future together. The enemy cannot do that. And whatever the outcome, we will ultimately prevail. But trust me, we have a very good chance of prevailing when the enemy does come. Now,
Down with Swarm.
down with Swarm. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Watson Poppet. And now, for a few more closing remarks, Captain Theodora Croft of the Home Guard. Actually, there's one thing I would like to address, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course there is.
Yeah, it's you. Captain Croft, we need the support of everyone in our basket. Will you be part of my basket? Have I made the case for the basket? Will you join me in it?
I suppose
Go in the basket.
that Captain Croft of London supports you in limited time.
Huzzah!
Together we are. Yeah. Together we will be a great basket case. Montgomery, my son, do I have your support, beloved son?
You bring up a good point, Father. Were we to have time, we could come up with a better plan. But if there's one thing that we are running short on in this war, it is time. I am afraid that the eggs that we have spoken of are most likely already broken. So if we're going to wind up with broken eggs, we might as well ensure we get a damn good omelette out of it in the process.
Thank you, son. Lieutenant? Commander, sorry. We've risen through the ranks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I just have one thing to say. You have my guns!
Yes! Flash! Oh. So good to see you.
So good to see you as well. Good people of London. I know there's been a lot of negative waves put out about this plan. But if you put your trust in me, you put your trust in the thing, and you put your trust in this commander here, I'm sure we'll all come out together on top. So with me, down with the negative waves!
Down with the negative waves! Thank you, Flash.
Can save every one of us.
That's the plan.
Captain,
Lord willing.
will you join us to the last?
As long as this keeps Swarm out of America and you keep paying us, we are at your disposal.
All right.
That's the most American thing I've ever heard.
All right, now that that's all taken care of, I would like to take a moment, people of London, to have a moment of silence so we could all bow our heads for the late, great Queen Victoria.
Oh dear.
Sure. It's not playing.
God save the Queen.
Is it now?
It's now!
This will be the time. Ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Krieger and others will be directing you to the